What is up, guys? It is AJ from MMA Experts, and we are talking about the fight between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Justin Gaethje, main event of UFC 254. And what a fight it is for the light heavyweight championship. Justin Gaethje, the interim champ, versus Khabib Nurmagomedov, the long reigning defending champion, 28-0 as a professional, has looked nearly unbeatable, untouchable inside of the UFC. Can Justin Gaethje come in here and pull off this massive upset? Or will Khabib move on to 29-0 in a potential super fight, maybe with GSP? I want to get into a little bit of notes that I took on both guys. Let's first talk about Khabib Nurmagomedov. So obviously with Khabib, we do kind of know what we're going to get. You have a very dominating grappler. Very dangerous against the cage. If he gets your back against the cage, he will hold you there as long as he needs, and then he'll get on top and beat you up badly. And he also has a really nice and tight rear naked choke. He puts loads of pressure on his opponents. He really tires them out, especially against the cage. As I mentioned, he'll trip you from the cage while he's still holding the clinch, which, is a very good tactic. Gets on top and does a lot of work. His top pressure is probably some of the best in MMA history. Definitely one of the best grapplers in MMA. Wrestling-wise, one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen inside MMA. And in this fight with Justin Gaethje, though, it is very exciting. I am intrigued to see how it goes because at the end of the day, Justin Gaethje has one thing that a lot of opponents that have fought Khabib and failed do not have, and that's the high-level wrestling background with very dangerous knockout power. In Khabib's last fight, he fought Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is a really good mixed martial artist, a ton of skills, good boxing, but not Gaethje style power. Has power, but not Gaethje style. The precision of the punch, the explosiveness of the punch is different. And obviously Khabib was able to win that fight. There was maybe a couple moments for Dustin there, but nothing too crazy to note that would make, Justin Gaethje feel that this will be an easy fight. We know it's not going to be. There is one moment where Dustin Poirier did hit Khabib with a pretty good shot, and I think that if Gaethje catches him with that same type of punch, it's going to do a lot more damage. Now, for Justin Gaethje, you have an explosive striker, lots of speed and power in his punches, massive punching power. Honestly, he's one of the hardest hitting lightweights on the planet, maybe is the hardest hitting lightweight, close up there with Conor McGregor. Phenomenal left hook, massive right hand straight down the line. Also, the nasty low calf kicks that he throws. Very good timing with the strikes too, and honestly, his boxing has become super pristine and precise. I am very impressed with his evolution of his game. He's also improved his defense on the feet significantly. His high guard is up, a lot more proper, and honestly, he doesn't get hit nearly as much as he once did. Yeah, he was dropped once against Ferguson, but not nearly as much as he has in the past. I honestly am expecting an amazing fight between both these guys. I really feel it's going to be super competitive. Now, if Khabib can go get Gaethje against the cage, that's what he needs to do. He needs to close distance and get Justin Gaethje against the cage, and he needs to look to put a lot of pressure on him, look to fatigue Justin Gaethje, get him to the ground. We haven't seen Justin Gaethje on his back. He's a very good wrestler, and he's not normally put on his back. And against Khabib, that's what he's going to need to do. He needs to make Gaethje go to a place that he's never been before. Now, for Justin Gaethje, the game plan needs to be avoid getting his back against the cage at all costs. He really should not have his back against the cage by any means. He needs to be moving forward. He needs to be not near the cage. He needs to get this fight more in the center of the octagon and keep circling and moving, similar to his fight against Tony Ferguson. Now, very different stylistic matchup here. Yes, Tony is a good wrestler, but not nearly the offensive wrestling skills of Khabib, nor the top pressure. Has very nasty submissions, though. But with Gaethje, I feel like he really needs to be dynamic here. He needs to mix in the leg kicks and the punches, and he needs to look for strikes, and he cannot let Khabib bully him, get him against the cage, and maul him. I don't think he will. I think that Justin Gaethje is the most legitimate threat to Khabib Nurmagomedov, period, right now, especially at lightweight. Now, if we talk about GSP coming in, that's a whole nother conversation. We're not going to get into that. But right now, I think stylistically, this is the hardest matchup for Khabib. I am going to go out and I'm going to pick the dog here. I'm going to pick Justin Gaethje. I think Justin Gaethje is going to get a third-round stoppage win of Khabib. I know a lot of people are going to say you're crazy, and I might be totally wrong. I might fall flat on my face on this one, but I picked Justin Gaethje to beat Tony Ferguson. That's when I first was starting the prediction videos, and Justin Gaethje won that fight. And I saw a lot out of him, and I just feel that if anybody can beat Khabib, it's going to be Justin Gaethje, and I am picking Justin Gaethje to win. Definitely a serious chance that we see Khabib able to get his victory, but I think Gaethje can pull this upset off, this massive upset, which would be insane, and I think we can have an American lightweight champion. Let's quickly look at the odds. Now, basic odds are plus 285 is Justin Gaethje. Khabib sitting at a minus 345. Now, if you're looking to play some bets, Justin Gaethje is a plus 300 over on Bet365. Khabib Nurmagomedov is sitting at a minus 290. I'm gonna be honest, I'm riding with Gaethje. I'm considering a bet on Gaethje, but it's a scary bet because at the end of the day, I mean, Khabib's 28-0, but I feel like eventually you lose. Every great fighter has lost. And I feel like here, there's definitely a chance that Justin Gaethje is the guy to beat him. And I feel that he is. I don't know why. I've had this inkling about Gaethje since the Barboza fight, that he really is something special. He's really evolved this game. I think Trevor Whitman has astronomically worked well and improved him. I think that Khabib's amazing. I think that this is going to be a hell of a fight. It's very competitive. It's not easy. Justin Gaethje needs to be on his A game, and Khabib, we know he's going to be. He recently lost his father, and he's going to be coming to get a massive win probably in his honor. But I do think Justin Gaethje shocks the world and becomes the lightweight champion, which would honestly set up probably a rematch, I would assume, unless they go the Conor McGregor route. I guess we'll find out in the near future. What a fight we have. I cannot wait. Whoever wins, I'm going to be satisfied because honestly, both these guys are excellent mixed martial artists, and I cannot wait to see this main event. But all right, guys, that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, post notifications, turn them on. Also, follow my social media, AJ DeVito Fitness, also MMA Experts page on Twitter. It's also AJ MMA Experts. Check all three of my pages out. Thank you guys all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.